Good day, campers. Today's project is I'm going to be installing a turn signal and horn kit in my Can-Am Commander. This particular kit, because of the fact that it has two buttons, turn signals, this is horn, and four-way flashers. The kit just below this does not come with a horn, so you do not get four-way flashers. There are other kits that are a lot more expensive. This was the one I thought was the best for the price. Next thing I'm going to do is figure out where the box is going to go and start wiring things up. I've now installed the box inside the area behind the dash. They tell you to use your own double adhesive, stick it to the wall somewhere or something. What I did was use wire ties and wire tied it to two different bundles so that it's free floating but mounted. The other thing I've done is I installed the turn signal switch here in an area that I had to make my own hole. I used the opening for the horn button to determine what size to make the hole. A little thing to remember here is that the turn signals are marked left and right. So before you put this switch in, turn on power and verify that the arrow points to the side where your turn signals are. If it doesn't, all you have to do is flip the switch over and it will. Next thing I need to do is start routing wires. Couple of extra pieces of information here. The instruction sheet for this kit says to test it before you use it on a circuit of 10 amps or greater. Although the inline fuse is 20 amps. The instructions also say connect it directly to the battery. If you connect it directly to the battery, the lights inside these switches will be lit all the time, even when the side-by-side is not running. I would recommend connecting to a switched wire somewhere of 10 amps or greater. So the front turn signals are routed, mounted, and the wires are all tied up. I routed from the dash through here, around, zip tied to existing wiring, and now it's time to work on the back. I mounted my horn here to a little frame bolt, routed the wires up and into the area behind the dash. There was more than enough wire for this. I actually had to tie it up to take the slack out of it. All right, everything's done. Everything's buttoned back together. A couple of things to keep in mind. The easiest way to put these lights in is drill a 3/4 inch hole, take the rubber off of the light, put the rubber in the hole, then put the light back into the rubber. Works really, really well. I routed all of my wires following existing wires. It's all tested. Everything works like a champ. Thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.